Is this a house or an apartment?
Oh my god, I don't fucking know. It's Kevin Samuels' apartment.
You don't know if it's a house or apartment?
Oh, it's an apartment.
Okay, what's the apartment number?
I know. I just need to give him CPR. Just please, just ask the front
You need an ambulance?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Hold on, ma'am. I have to connect you with the ambulance.
It's Kevin fucking Samuels.
I understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance.
Are you okay?
EMS, what's the address of your emergency? Is he awake?
No, he has an irregular rhythm. I can feel it. He's breathing in and out, but he has an irregular rhythm. It's probably his heart. So I need you to get here with the fucking.
And Atlanta, I'm up.
Stop
One
him.
moment, ma'am.
Come on, Kevin, you got it. Oh, come on, just try to breathe. Come on, you got it. Come on, think about your mom. Think about your daughter. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3, 4.
I need to call the front desk to get an AED. He's not going to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. But ma'am, I don't want you to disconnect because something can happen while you disconnect now.
I understand, but I'm saying I need an AED. If they have one downstairs, I need to get them up here now.
Are you able
So
to get the neighbor, ma'am, real
I'm
quick
going to
and
hang
ask
up
them
with
to help
you.
you?
I hang up with you, or you call them in the front desk to give me a fucking AED right here now. He's turning blue. I cannot wait any longer.
What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. And welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. You just heard the 911 call for the tragedy of dating guru Kevin Samuels and the young lady who was with him basically trying to save his life. Hortensia Alcantara, 32-year-old nurse. It sounded like she was doing everything in her power to, get EMTs to the scene to save Kevin Samuels' life. She seemed like she was in duress. She seemed like she was trying to get the 911 responder to get her some type of equipment to try to resuscitate Kevin Samuels. And it's just a sad thing to hear, man. The reason why I played the 911 audio is because it's one thing to tell somebody something, and it's another thing to have somebody hear it themselves so they can feel in real time what was going on in that call. And, I've seen a lot of people in the media, the blogs, and even here on YouTube slandering this lady, man. Slandering her and saying that she has something to do with it. And, she's a great actress and, she's the cause of this and all kinds of things, man. I'm not here to say either or, because I don't know, but I could just give my opinion, which is all that matters here. And I heard nothing that made me think that she was not trying to save this man's life, man. You got to understand the situation. You have to understand that she didn't know Kevin Samuels, man. They just met 24 hours ago. Those of us that's been in that life and that's been about that life and that's been single and had your own stuff. You didn't live in your mama's basement. You had your own place. You had your own car. You had your own money. You didn't have roommates. You know what I'm saying? And you could have, whoever you want come in and out. A lot of that had to do with the lifestyle that Kevin Samuels was living, man. And that's just part of the game as a single man. That's part of the pitfalls of not having, living with a family member, living with a son or daughter or your mother, or your grandmother, or your baby mama, or your wife. That's just what it is. When you're single and you're alone, that privacy you get can also go against you. The lady had no idea where she was. The responder was trying to get her to say where the address was. She didn't know. She didn't know the location. She didn't know she was in an apartment. She didn't know she was in a house. A lot of that could be under duress, but she is a nurse. She is a licensed RN. So She understands the situations at hand. She understands emergency situations. She's in a hospital. She's dealing with life and death on a daily basis. And she sounded like somebody who knew what she was talking about. And she sounded like she was really trying to get some help. But can't get there fast enough, man. You know? And that's what it is. He's older. He's in his 50s, 57. You know, who knows what was going on? You know, he met her. Allegedly, it seemed like she spent the night. That's what she said. She said on the police report that she spent the night. We can all assume what went down. She's a very, very attractive lady. Very, very attractive. So, hey, I know if I was in that position and I was single, and I know what I'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna go ahead and, you know, assume whatever. And she didn't know the guy. She didn't know any of his ailments. She didn't know, you know, he was having heart issues. We don't know what his health condition was. He looked great. He looked healthy. He looked like he was a virile person. But hey, man, outside and inside's two different things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying this, man. I know a lot of cats, man, who are, you know, he's divorced twice. I know a lot of guys, you know, in my age group and a little bit behind me, and maybe even a little bit more behind, that are now single. You guys have got out of your marriages. You guys have got out of long-term relationships. You guys are now doing you. You can afford to do you the way you want to. You rolling the way you rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm rolling. You rolling the way you rolling. You living the way you living. Your house, your apartment is on fleek. It's fat. You got all the accoutrements. You're traveling. You're doing all the things you want to do, and it's just a natural progression that, hey, man, I'm trying to mingle. I'm trying to see what I could do. Me and the homies, man, we going on vacation, man. We're gonna see if we can round up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I live a lifestyle. I got the money. I got the disposable income. I'm gonna do me to the fullest. That's cool, man. But you better make sure you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because if you in a situation, and all of us have been in them situations, like I said, if you really have been out there like me and been in the streets and you've done your thug thizzle, if you're not hanging your jersey in the rafters. You're not hanging your jersey in the rafters, and you're not accepting the Hall of Fame invitation, and they're not making a bust of you in the player of the Himalaya Hall of Fame. You better make sure, man, that you got them emergency lists ready. You better make sure you got everything you need to make sure you make it to the next day, man. But it was a very sad situation, and all I'm saying is, man, Kevin Samuels, I like the brother, man. I used to, me and my wife, listen to his podcast all the time. We listen to watch the shows, got our laugh on. Me and my wife discussing back and forth. I didn't have them problems, so to me it was all entertainment. I didn't get emotionally involved with what he said and who he said it to, and this person's pissed off and I didn't care, dog, because it had nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I never let one man determine what I'm doing. I made my choices, and I made my choices on me, and I made them well. But with that being said, hey, dog, you better be looking out for you, man. Just because you can do whatever the hell you want to do doesn't necessarily mean you need to do it. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man.